Hello, hello, beautiful souls. I'm Esther, also known as Schmeksipants. Welcome to my channel. So today I wanted to do a little bit of a week ahead reading, things to expect, energies that are flowing. I did want to mention first two things. So tomorrow is a significant day. It's both the new moon in Aquarius and the Lunar New Year, also known as the Chinese New Year. It's going to be ushering in the year of the tiger, so you might want to check that out. And, Kong Kei Fat Choi to anybody who is celebrating. I'm wishing you a healthy and prosperous year. And then the other thing I wanted to mention right away before pulling cards is I was very drawn to reach out for cards that had blue in them today. So I feel like somebody needs the message to work on your throat chakra. Can be screaming to music. Sometimes I find it helpful. I think if you're into chanting just plain ohms will be helpful. Speaking your truth is really going to be highlighted this week. And sometimes that can be truth to others or truth towards self. So something to be mindful of this week. So with that, let's start our reading. What messages would help our collective this week? What energy is going forward? Right away I'm hearing don't forget to set your intentions. New moon, things that you want, boundaries, that kind of stuff. Really important. Okay, so let's see what indigo angels have for us. What message for our collective? Okay, oh, we got two. So we got health and we got time to create. So it's so funny, eating. I'm noticing the veggies here. So this card almost looks to me a little bit like justice with the scales here, but I feel like it's more about finding that balance in yourself. Where have you not been doing your own body justice? Eating too much, eating too little, not eating the right things. I think it's going to be really important in taking care of your physical body. Maybe setting intentions for what you want in this new year, Lunar New Year, or this just even new moon cycle. What you want to achieve health-wise, I think that will be important. And then finding a plan and a way of putting it into action. And then the other thing that we got was time to create. So again, creating these new habits, these new patterns, creating those times where you're speaking from your truth. I think it can also be just literally make some art, play. But I think it's really just more remembering that magician, godlike nature within you and knowing that you can achieve anything you want. You just have to take little baby steps towards it. And sometimes it's just even the intention. And then the other piece I'm getting is if you've been kind of really running yourself into that ground, time to stop creating resistance and just allowing. So it's kind of like setting those intentions and then letting it go, letting yourself rest, knowing that, you're creating just from your intention. It doesn't have to be go, go, go all the time. But if you've been kind of lagging on that, taking teeny tiny baby steps, it's the best way forward. Bob Proctor and many other motivational speakers talk about you don't have to know how you're going to get to where you want. You just need to take that first step and have that intention. So that's what I'm getting from these. So let's see what the tarot has to say about what to expect for the next week. Maybe themes, connection, throat chakra, what messages. And this is the Abstract Alchemy Tarot that I'll be using. Link below to purchase. It is my deck that I made with my handmade drawings. Okay. Yeah. Ace of Swords. That's so funny. I was talking about boundaries. So I think that new beginnings, new clarity can come in swiftly. But I think this week will be really getting clear on what it is that you want to create and maybe cutting out some of those less healthy other behaviors. Again, I'm hearing food really strong, both from that health card, but just even like, what do you want to create? Like, where can you feel passionate about it? What would you change right now if you had the capacity to do it? What truths would you speak? Where would you clear up any mental energy? I think that's really going to be important this week. And knowing that you can create the new. Yeah, because the world is in your hand. You really are kind of that powerful creator. And you know, I've heard people say like, oh, you're not the center of the universe. Well, that's both true. You have to factor in other people, but you're the center of your own universe. So if you're not taking care of yourself, mind, body, soul, you know, it's about taking care of your energy first. You really need to kind of do that, and then these new kind of creations can come in. I'm really noticing the crown here on top of that sword. I feel like, again, treat yourself like royalty. You know, it's not about being arrogant outwardly. It's about knowing that there's nothing too good for you, and there's nothing that you can't create if you don't, like, if you want. It's just your own kind of mental stuff getting in the way. But I feel like really getting clear, really clearing out your throat, you know, pouring into yourself, taking a rest if you need to, or doing small little actions if you need to, balancing that kind of yin and yang polarity within yourself of action and rest. I think that's really what's gonna help you to move forward and create these things. Again, this is a time for manifestation, for intention. So tell yourself beautiful things. Okay, I want to pull one more affirmation. So this is my letting go and surrender deck for anybody interested, link below. Okay, so we have, I love the person in my reflection. Yes, that royalty within you, that God within you. You know, even if you're having a hard time believing that you love the person in your reflection, maybe you're not happy with where you are mentally, physically, whatever, that self-love has to come from you, and that balance will be found. So saying one nice thing to yourself in the mirror, even if you can't believe that, you know, you love yourself or you love the reflection, or even if you find it so hard to say I love you to yourself in the mirror, it's really challenging. It's funny. It's not that hard to say it to other people sometimes, but to say it to ourselves is awkward. But I feel like if you can find one thing each day that you love about yourself, you know, I was kind with a friend. I have pretty eyes. Oh, you know what? I really like my muscles. You know, I have a nice smile. I kept my cool in a moment where normally I would lose it. I think if you can pick one thing each day, that will really help you to kind of realize how wonderful you truly are. And you are. And, you know, even in days where you're struggling, your best is enough. It's going to fluctuate, but you are perfect just as you are. So really pouring into that this week, setting those intentions, again, looking up where you fall on the lunar zodiac might be helpful for you. But that's your message for this week, and I'm sending you so much love.